The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was accused of bias yesterday by Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate. He insisted that INEC should maintain neutrality in elections between candidates. The electoral body was criticized by Obi in a reply he submitted to the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) for submitting a preliminary objection in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect and candidate of All Progressive Congress (APC). Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Exposed. 32 days to swearing in, Peter Obi takes Tinubu. INEC by surprise reveals their darkest secret. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was accused of bias yesterday by Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's presidential candidate. He insisted that INEC should maintain neutrality in elections between candidates. The electoral body was criticized by Obi in a reply he submitted to the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) for submitting a preliminary objection in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect and candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC). In the post, he pointed out both the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal had warned INEC not to put itself in a situation where accusation of bias in favor of one party against another will be levied against it. The Commission had, in response, pleaded to the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal to reject the case filed by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, claiming the relief sought were not allowable. The electoral body argued that Tinubu and Senator Kasim Shettima, the APC presidential and vice presidential candidates, were lawfully proclaimed and returned as elected and awarded certificates of return after fulfilling the constitutional prerequisites for each declaration. In the petition, Obi and Labour Party, the first and the second petitioners submitted to the tribunal. INEC is the first respondent. As the first true fourth respondent, they had brought the APC, INEC, Tinubu and Shettima before the court. The INEC requested that the court strike out or reject the petition because it was extremely incompetent, abusive, ambiguous, broad, non-specific, and ambitious and academic in its reply, which was submitted by the attorney Abubakar Mohammed San. In his criticism of INEC, Obi finished third in the presidential vote on February 25th, cited the Supreme Court's emphasis in Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar 2007, which stated that the Electoral Commission must not only adopt neutrality as its guiding principle, but must also constantly maintain fairness and focus. He said the first respondent, forgetting its role as electoral umpire, gave a notice of preliminary objection to challenge the alleged incompetence of the petition. The global best practice for electoral umpires in national elections is that an electoral body must avoid creating the impression that it has no respect for neutrality in an electoral contest between candidates. The appellate court have repeatedly acknowledged the first respondent of its need to remain neutral in election proceedings. However, the first respondent, therefore, has remained impervious to change. No matter how many fools and roadside journalists Labour Party is sponsoring to blackmail Tinubu, it cannot change anything. Tinubu has won, and anybody who is not satisfied can continue crying till 2031. And if truly he won by elected, may peace and all the good things in life be yours. But if it is not, your generations will suffer. Please tell me what APC is really doing, because APC have sold Nigeria to themselves. Okay, guys, these are some reactions by Nigerians. It is no longer in news that Labour Party presidential candidates and the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar have gone to court for redress. According to them, they are not satisfied with the outcome of the election that produced the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this is what they are challenging in court. Peter Obi said he was rigged out in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he had asked the court to return him as the president-elect, not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nigerians, it's not left for the Presidential Tribunal Court to decide which way to go. Nigerians are waiting, they are watching to see how they are going to go about this case, because it's really going to be very tough. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you for coming out here.